My name is Priscilla Nalwoga and welcome to UBC's Lunchtime News. It is the 3rd of December 2021 and already the city is looking festival. But as well as a newsroom, it has collected news that brings good to us as Uganda. Our commitment is inspiring Uganda. Now, speaking of inspiring Uganda, we do have the State Minister for Local Government, Victoria, having advised Ugandans to adopt government programs initiated by Donors for Sustainable Development. In the story, she was closing a 5-year inclusive decisions at local level programs, also known as IDEAL, by local government.
The Inclusive Decisions at Local Level program IDEAL started in 2017 to strengthen a democratic local government in developing countries and those in transition. In Uganda, this program was carried out in 7 districts, including Kalangala, Kamuli, Lira, Bushenyi, among others. State Minister for Local Government, Victoria Businja Musoke, said these development programs will enhance economic transition of Uganda.
And it is this effect that when you talk of sustainability, we want to see the youth, the women, and the generations to come find and ascertain that long time ago, 5 years, there was the help from IDEAL. It impacted on our mindset. We have sold the same to our offsprings. People can manage time, people can account, people can work hard, people can share. So we want to see this live on and on and on.
Through the donation from the Netherlands government, the IDEAL program has been instrumental in supporting decision-making, proper sanitation and providing hands-on coaching activities at local level.
Making the citizen the center of service delivery. And what we do with the local governments is we support the leadership of the local governments to ensure that at every stage of planning and decision-making, the citizen is at the center.
Local leaders say the IDEAL program enabled them build capacity of their local councils to change focus on how to carry out planning and tax collected from their municipalities.
The IDEAL project in particular was able to build the capacity of our local council to change our focus on how we do planning, to have inclusive decision making.
We engage the community before embarking on the plan. So the community participated, they gave their views on how we should handle the project. And we are very grateful that it was really a success because...
I am Mary Namkose for UBC News.
Thank you so much, Mary Namkosi, for that update. Now, we also get to look at the government of Uganda committing to take on the investment in public transport, especially in Kampala metropolitan area. This commitment has been made and unveiled by the Minister of Works and Transport, General Katumba Wamala, as per the approved National Transport and Logistics Policy. Our reporter, Luwama, brings us more.
With a liberalized economy, government has found some class of people underserved, especially in the transport sector. The National Transport and Logistics Approved Policy gives the government mandate of investing in public transport.
And that's what we call the intermodal transport system. Transport is now regarded as a public service to the people of Uganda, as opposed to purely private affair. The government must invest in...
Minister of Works and Transport, General Katumba Wamala, says government will gazette some roads to ease urban mobility and public transport,
which will encourage the creation of lanes and enlarging some parts of our roads to be able to provide a dedicated bus lane for buses to be able to move within the metropolitan Kampala area.
Minister Katumba has explained the utilization of Chinese loans towards infrastructure development.
But apart from that, we also hurt our relationship with a friendly country. Do you know that China was the first country to open an embassy here? 1962, in 9 days after independence.
He refuted the claims of taking some of the key infrastructures,
where it says deposit the land title of the airport as security. It's not there. So where does this come from?
The approved National Transport and Logistics Policy will strengthen the local construction industry and increase employment to Ugandans. Abdul Nasele Lobama, UBC News.
Well, a good fact coming out of that. Did you know that China was the first country to open up its embassy here in Uganda 9 days after the 9th of October 1962? Away from that, we get to look at the Directorate of Industrial Training having scooped the award for the best technical, vocational and educational quality assurance body for the third time consecutively. Officiating at the 9 Visionaries Uganda Award ceremony, the Vice President, Honorable Jessica Alupo, said the Directorate of Industrial Training has made significant strides towards the set goals as exemplified by the awardees.
The Vice President, Honorable Jessica Alupo, says the country needs organizations and entrepreneur-minded people who are market-driven and meet the expectations of Ugandans. The Vice President made the remarks at the 9th Visionary Award ceremony in Kampala, where the Directorate of Industrial Training took home the award of the best technical, vocational and education body.
Today, I'm glad to know that as a country, we continue to make significant strides towards set goals, as exemplified by the awardees of various categories and rankings. And for me, ladies and gentlemen, this is a very positive sign of the efforts by companies, organizations and personalities to continuously strive to realize Uganda's Vision 2040 in a patriotic manner.
On his part, the Acting Director, Industrial Training, Patrick Byakatonda, revealed that he was elated by this achievement, saying it will act as motivation.
This award is an achievement, and I thank all the staff, I thank the council members, and I thank everybody who has, even our assessment centers, for having contributed to our success.
National Drug Authority took the award of the best government regulator in the health sector.
First of all, number one is professionalism, commitment and passion for what we are doing. And of course, we have teamwork. We don't do it alone. We work with other people.
I think that this kind of working together, this kind of appreciating the progress that we have made is the kind of initiative and togetherness that we need as a country. And I think that if we can galvanize this kind of momentum of really appreciating, supporting, having the kind of positivity that is required in society to move us forward, we will make a much faster growth that we all want and desire for our country.
The occasion ran under the theme recognizing continued socio-economic transformation of Uganda and strengthening the fundamentals of the economy to achieve Uganda's Vision 2040 amidst COVID-19 challenges. Henry Muganga compiled this report.
Government has been urged to support and also recognize the importance of French language as a tool for the tourism sector. This call was made by the head of courses at Alliance Française Kampala, Ms. Mangali Lazanje, while addressing journalists in Kampala.
It's also a language that is very valuable for higher education. It's a language that can open the doors of people who want to study in France, in Canada, and a couple of French-speaking countries. We also want to invite students from Alliance Française, students from the universities I mentioned, so they can ask specific questions. They can make sure that they get all the answers. What exactly do they need to know? When we say learning French, does it mean writing French? So we want to have really like an opportunity to network, to let university students interact directly with the HR managers, maybe to even discover job opportunities during this event, or maybe discover internship opportunities. We heard very often from students, how can I be a volunteer? How can I observe? How can I enter in these different companies, organizations, so we want to let them interact, network, so they can discover all the different opportunities.
We take a short commercial break and we shall return with more for UBC Lunchtime News.
These days, our homes are no longer just the places we live. It's where we attend meetings, go to class, keep each other safe, and entertain ourselves. To do this smoothly, you need a reliable internet connection. Connect your home online with MTN WakaNet Max, a fast and reliable home internet solution to power your streaming, gaming, online classes, work, and CCTV security cameras. The MTN WakaNet Max starter kit comes with a free 4G router, SIM card, and 35 GB bundle with no validity, all at 245,000 Uganda shillings. Visit any MTN service center to sign up.
Everywhere you go, MTN.
It's the festive season and we love it. And that means it's time to celebrate with GoTV.
Come with me.
So get your GoCoder and GoTV value for 25,000 shillings to watch with the whole family. And if you're feeling extra festive, upgrade to our best package yet, GoTV Super.
Something to look forward to.
Download the My GoTV app for more information.
Super.
We all deserve a super festive season. And with GoTV, there's every reason to love it.
It's Freaky Friday from Airtel. Buy or gift. Buy or give.
Get freaky too! Dial star 149 star 10 hash to load a Freaky Friday bundle for you to enjoy the best offers on voice and data.
To buy a bundle for friends and family, dial star 149 star 10 star 5 hash. Freaky Friday with Airtel. Buy or gift a bundle today. Dial star 149 star 10 hash to get started. Airtel, the smartphone network.
It's no secret that ICT makes learning easy.
The strides made in our field couldn't be possible without it.
And now we can watch our favorite show.
My radio is my best friend.
UCC provides an enabling regulatory environment and policy guidance for healthy competition. We also facilitate ease of doing business in the communications sector through licensing, standardization, spectrum management, tariff regulation, rural communication development, and consumer empowerment. An informed consumer is an empowered consumer. UCC supports local content and innovations. Driving the development of a robust communication sector in Uganda is Uganda Communications Commission.
Raising voices.
As a mother, my children depend on me to make this world a safer place for them. I'm not afraid to act when I see violence in the home and in my community. I promise to talk to my neighbors and friends about how we can nurture and protect the children.
In this time of COVID, what is your promise to the children of Uganda? Because a violence-free childhood is everyone's right. Raising voices.
These days, our homes are no longer just the places we live. It's where we attend meetings, go to class, keep each other safe, and entertain ourselves. To do this smoothly, you need a reliable internet connection. Connect your home online with MTN WakaNet Max, a fast and reliable home internet solution to power your streaming, gaming, online classes, work, and CCTV security cameras. The MTN WakaNet Max starter kit comes with a free 4G router, SIM card, and 35 GB bundle with no validity, all at 245,000 Uganda shillings. Visit any MTN service center to sign up.
Everywhere you go, MTN.
Good afternoon to you once again. Thank you so much for still being with us here on UBC Lunchtime News, Inspiring Uganda. Now, speaking of inspiration, this afternoon I am joined by Lynette Chirunji, who is a very interesting lady. She is the director for Hope Care Rescue Mission. And Hope Care Rescue Mission is a non-profit organization that supports acid and burns victims, survivors, victims of chemical abuse, fire outbreaks, and also victims of gender-based violence and social violence. Good afternoon to you, Lynette.
Good afternoon, Priscilla.
How are you?
I'm really okay.
You are most welcome to UBC.
You.
So we want to know, first of all, I know that you have a personal story. I read of a tabloid back in 2020 that did tell your story of how you got to become an acid victim. You said no to a man who was giving you a proposal, a marriage proposal, and his reaction was to pour acid on you.
Of course, you know, with men, they don't believe that a woman can exercise her right as a woman. When you say no to a man, what they normally say, how can you say no to me? I'm a man. So they believe as a woman, the answer has always to be yes. Now to my story, back to my story, I said no because by that time I was a student and I wanted to first focus on my career. But for him, he was not willing to wait. And when I tried to tell him to give it time, the only answer was acid because he could not take it.
Okay, so addressing the acid attack violence in Uganda, let's talk about the possible causes that are out there in society that people may not be aware about, and also the consequences that do come with acid.
With acid, when it comes to the causes, one of the major causes that has really led to this is the easy availability of acid. Yeah. Acid is too cheap. And acid is readily available
on the market.
It is so like any other commodity. For example, if you go to all these streets in Kampala, you'll be given acid and nothing will be asked from you, either a license or a permit, showing that maybe you're dealing in this kind of business. Nothing will be asked. So in most cases, they will give it to you as long as you have the money. So in this case, just a cup is enough to end one's life, and a cup is just costs around 3,500, but that is enough to cost one's life. So this makes it one of the cheapest weapons of war, because there are no laws when it comes to a law limiting or regulating the availability of acid is not there. The people dealing in acid, or the producers, the importers, and these other sellers, they are not acid. They don't have a given guideline that they are supposed to follow while they are dealing in this kind of business. And in most cases, for us as Hope Care Rescue Mission, we normally ask ourselves, do they mind about the end users? Because the end users were the ones. Someone comes to your table and tells you, I need acid, but you take it into your mind, like you try to ask this person, why are you taking this acid and for what? So the availability of acid has really led to this kind of problem. And of course, conflicts would be shared in a home or maybe in a community setup. What they normally do, you stay with your problem inside, and the anger leads you to something. By the time you pour acid on someone, it is all problems. And another thing we have, of course, is the gender inequality and discrimination, because acid violence is a form of gender inequality and discrimination.
Expectation is that you're supposed to be inferior at
so
any
that one brings
time.
that problem. And why most of these crimes are crimes of passion, whereby if someone says, if at all I lose you, even the other person should not take you. Yeah, that is the problem. So these people, they normally look for acid because they know. It's not like a gun, that if you get a gun,